If you guys don't know the I Can't Wait that you hear all the time, I was so drunk. I had 2 margaritas, I had 2 Miller Lights, and 2 gin and tonics. I don't remember sending that in. I don't remember playing it. I don't remember writing it. I don't remember recording it. I do not remember emailing it in. So anyway, try that.
Right. Get blasted, send it in.
They played it 6 times today. I can't wait. Hardly wait. I can't wait. And she's like, I have stage fright. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. And I started playing guitar.
Yeah.
And I never played live in front of a crowd.
No, we'll do it live!
With the guitar. Then I saw her and I was like, well, she can do that
Yeah, right?
at the fucking Aladdin Theater. I can do it in front of 7 of my friends.
I'm going to say this. You have got a really good brand. You really do. Maybe ask in the chat that some of the people in the chat, Eric gets on break takes, Bacon gets on break takes.
Yeah.
And Horse
Every
amped.
person here,
I am
basically.
amped. I am like wired right now. Is there a reason you wanted the 6th of November?
But now we're, of course, in D-November.
D-November. Whoa.
I'm going to be pumping out clips about my musical, my mixtape memoir. But today is special because it's my little brother's birthday. What's up, Turdler?
Your little brother's birthday today. Nice.
His name is Turdler.
It's wait. The kids,
I mean Tyler. I'm sorry. Whoops.
What'd you call him though? Turdler? Turdler? Turdler for Tyler? That's funny.
He doesn't like it. He's probably watching live, by the way.
He's watching it live?
No. We'll do it live!
So, Turdler, yes, the Turdler. The Turdler. That's one of the best little brother nicknames I've ever heard. The Turdler. Hey, Mom, where's Turdler?
And so I was left these lesson plans or show these videos. I'm like, okay, I always.
Let me guess, you showed this.
Not actually.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, you would have been their favorite teacher if you would have played that for an hour.
No, the 4th graders the day before I played it for them. And
so the elephants are pulling these off the trees.
Yeah, and then I'm on one elephant, and Tara, my wife, is on the other elephant, and the elephant rider guy just starts rubbing her tits. He's like reaching around, just like stroking her tits. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like,
who's the elephants or your wife?
I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
The guy is feeling your wife up?
He's like scraping her. Like, I was like, what are you doing? To like smoothing her tits out? I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
How dare you?
And he was like, he looks at me, he's like, the ants.
Oh.
And there were like fire ants all over her.
Oh, shit. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was weird.
But I mean, your first reaction was like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't touch my wife. He's like, no, there's ants all over. So they came out of the trees. The elephants got too close to the trees, and the ants came on.
Yeah, they're like they basically pulled them on her. But anyway.
Right. Wow.
That's my elephant story.
Wow, you got some good stories, dude. Supermarkets, for some reason, often become a type of stage for odd incidents. I hear you laughing. Are you peeing right now and listening?
Anyway, Jim, I don't like Dino songs. They're not very good songs. I know saying something sucks ain't a take, Jim, but you gotta make an exception. Because Dino sucks. Dino sucks. Dino sucks. Dino sucks. I know saying something sucks ain't a take, Jim, but you gotta make an exception. Because Dino sucks. Dino sucks. Dino sucks. Dino sucks.
Dude, it's damn near an anthem.
And she was a single lady in the 1970s. And she decided to share all of her escapades with her fucking sons.
Wait a minute. She lost her filter as a side effect to the brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she went from being.
When the story starts, I was fucking 2 guys in a bathtub.
Wow.
In a hotel. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Haunted Horse is a bald-ass dork who wants to have a show. Will anybody ever watch it? The answer is probably no. He thought up a really stupid name. He calls it the Waterhole, where everybody thinks he's lame. And they're always sad they came. You wanna be where you can't see. Haunted Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. You wanna be where you can see. Haunted Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. Here we are. Check this out. I spelled your name wrong. So I got to fix that real quick. I just noticed.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, it matters to me. What's up, everybody? Yeah, I have an O instead of an A. I probably spelled it wrong on the commercial, too. There we go. Corrected. Easy. Easy peasy. Eric says, I bless the rains down in Africa. We're going to talk about the lyric that I've been singing for 56 years of my life. Well, not 56 because it didn't come out that long ago. And I have been wrong. I saw Eric type in a lyric for Africa, and I'm like, oh, he's wrong. And I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, that's the lyric. I've been wrong forever.
What did you think it said?
Well, that's a teaser.
Oh, we'll get to it.
We'll talk about it in a second. We're waiting for everyone to filter in. We've got Burn Dog here. Dino is having a seizure. It's probably when he was singing.
What's up, Burn Dog?
Didn't you promise us a new promo with Toto? I did not.
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Burn Dog? Yeah, I'm waiting for people to filter in. We've got low numbers right now. They will figure it out. So we figured out why Bacon's been teasing me for talking over Armon. Well, there's a little delay in the Zoom feed. He's on Wi-Fi. It might be a little slow in his dad's house with the Wi-Fi. So he's hearing me with about a 2 to 3 second delay. So that's why I'm talking over him. So I've got to give him time to respond, which I'm going to do right now. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for being on. Your second video looks like it worked.
Okay. Oh,
so
cool.
It looks like I just have to tap on it and download it. So that works.
Nice.
For us. We've got videos. Since I haven't been giving you guys videos of the day, we got lots of videos. And you're going to have to remind me which one's to mute. So the one you just sent me, the second one, am I going to mute that too?
No, that one's good. The other one has got a lot of talking.
Okay, we're going to mute that
the
one.
one with the green, that one's from 2019. The one before that you can mute. It says it on there.
Perfect. Oh, yeah. I see that right there. You can mute this one. We do have some weird news. I don't want you to not have any weird news since you're filling in for Dino, and that's what his job is. Search underway. I need the picture for this one. Search underway for woman accused of using 81-year-old's ID to buy a $130,000 car. This is the woman that was impersonating an 81-year-old. Oops, wrong one. I mean, does that person look like they're 81?
Wow, War Lady clones.
War Lady clones. I don't have that drop. Oh, V's here.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Armon is the king. I wish I had an arm man signed drummer for Jeff Leppard.
Awesome.
Nice. There's that. We've got, you sent me a video. See, Dino likes to send me stuff. You like to send me stuff. And now Gail and Darren feel like, oh, well, now it makes us look lazy. They're actually starting to contribute. We've got a fake prophet tries to walk on water. You sent me that. Then there's another video about keeping it real with, how do you pronounce that? Adiola?
Oh, that lady is just a newscaster,
Okay.
but
Okay.
he talks about a guy that's a prophet that was spraying people with bug spray to heal them. And that's the
Bug
kind of stuff
spray?
that we deal with. Yeah. Like a popular bug spray that's in South Africa, that's all over Southern Africa. And he was spraying them to get demons out, and he was spraying them to heal their eyes, and it was nuts. But that was a couple years ago.
So I was kind of scanning it, and I did see him spraying, and the first thing that came to my mind was, Cal Ripken, I want to spray him with an entire can of mace. And I'm thinking, this guy is actually bug spray. Yeah. Oh, you're sick? Here, have some fumigated bug spray, which most bug sprays are.
It can be a preventative. I see. Yeah. I see what you did there.
Right. We got another story. I don't know how far we're going to get into the stories, but Bacon sent me this one. I don't see Bacon in the audience yet. New Jersey man who decapitated a seagull that tried to steal French fry from daughter.
No.
Sentenced to jail. So the seagull simply wants to get a French fry, and he cut its head off. I mean, it's a little graphic.
Dang.
Usually I don't do that. But what the hell is this guy thinking? Anyway, bug spray is more of a preventative measure. And then we are going to talk about me getting the lyrics to Africa wrong. In fact, I got to pull them up right now. So, lyrics to Africa. Okay, so I'll start with that right now. Eric, God, Bacon Tourette's, man. I've got that drop in my head. So I post a commercial for tonight's show, and he posts, I'm there as sure as Kilimanjaro rides like an Olympus above the Serengeti. And then I'm going to go, and then my post was going to be, because it's me, nice way to script the lyric, dum-dum. But before I did that, I went and looked it up just to make sure. And it was me that was wrong. I always sing that. That song came out when I was in junior high, I believe. Hold on. When did Toto Africa come out? 82, so I would have been in junior high when that came out. So I always, because you hear it, and there was no internet, right? I mean, so you hear it, and then you just think that's what it is. I'm there as sure as Kilimanjaro rises like an empress above the Serengeti. I've sung it that way for 82, 92, 2000, 40-something years. Empress. And I think I like my version better. Like an empress, like the queen of the Serengeti.
It could work.
But it's Olympus. I never knew that. That's pretty sad. Anyway, there you go. Today is the day I learned I've been singing that lyric wrong.
So you get nothing. You lose.
Let's see. What do we want to do? What do we want to do first? Do we want to do a video? Do you want to do?
I tried to make a joke on that song. My second call to Rome, when I called right before one of the graduations, and I said like, "Hey T-Bob, what were you doing there?" About the Africa video, because the lead singer of Toto looks like T-Bob, but he didn't.
Oh,
it
right.
went right past him.
Well, when you say what were you doing there, were you riffing off of Rome at the?
Yeah.
That's funny, T-Bob. Yeah. You know what? I like Adam Rank. He's really grown on me. He interacts with us a lot. But T-Bob was perfect. He was just
he was
short.
Funny, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing well. I think he went to Barstool, right? I think he went to Barstool. I hope he's doing well. A friend of mine thought give it away now was do the wave now. That's funny. Bacon looks funny. That's not Bacon. That's Armon-Armadillo. Tyler. I've sent Rome a fart ATP for the last 12 weeks. He hasn't read it for some reason. Man, I wonder why. V. Hey, V, I got a Magic Johnson tweet read today. But it wasn't one of your Magic Johnson tweets. It was less offensive, I should say. So, do you want to do one of your videos real quick? Let's do the fake prophet.
Sure, yeah.
By the way, where is Bacon? He submitted a story. I'm not going to read it until he's here. Haha, I heard that was good. Thanks. Thank you. If V thinks it's good, then you know it's actually good. Okay, here we go. So we got fake prophet tries to walk on water. All right, so what's going on here? Fake prophet tries to walk on water. Oh, yes,
He's standing on like a glass table.
No, he's walking on, what do you mean? There's no glass table. He's walking on water.
Until it all goes sideways.
No, I'm going to follow this guy. That's a miracle. Oh, wow. I'm going to send him my money. Whoa!
Oh, man. That gets me every time.
Warning.
You must think I'm pretty stupid.
Contain visuals that might offend sensitive.
Oh, wait. What the hell's that? That's the next video. Fake prophets. 25 minutes of fake prophets. Look at this. 25 minutes of fake prophets is the next video.
Man.
Here we go. We're gonna watch all 25 minutes of fake prophets.
It's gonna be in our subconscious.
In
We're
30
gonna download
seconds.
all of it.
There it is, right?
Done.
Do you like Seinfeld? Did you watch that show?
I love Seinfeld, yeah.
So remember when Jerry's like, wait a minute, you faked it with me? And he's like, what about the time here? What about the time here? And she's like, fake,
yes,
fake.
yeah.
That's what I thought about with the fake prophet. Fake. God, Seinfeld's great. I can't believe Rome doesn't like Seinfeld.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, I don't like Seinfeld, but he loves Curb Your Enthusiasm. And so then someone asked him about it, like, how can you not like Seinfeld? It's the same jokes. He doesn't like Jerry Seinfeld. It's like, okay, well, then that makes sense. He likes the humor, not the guy. So.
I mean, like those kind of situations, what we dealt with, and that's kind of why we started a Bible college. Mm-hmm. So we dealt with some of those things, and so people could like read from themselves that this is not really missions and Christianity. And it's a way that, like,
you mean the
Africa,
fake prophets?
Yeah, the fake
sorry,
prophet.
I'm still thinking about Seinfeld.
Oh, sorry, yeah, we didn't deal with Seinfeld.
Okay, now that we're on the same page, so people that fake, they're impersonators. Okay, go ahead.
And it's because being a pastor, a prophet in Africa is like a very prestigious job and a way to get money quickly, especially if you're deceiving people.
Right.
And so, I mean, we had one funny story was when we first started the church, we would have people kind of just roll into the church and just try to take over. And one guy came in one day while we were having our service. We did music, and then the pastor was preaching. And he comes in and he makes a big show. And he starts lifting up his hands. He's like, I need to repent. I came here to repent to everybody. And I mean, he's never been there before, but he just wanted to just make a show and have people look at him. And a lot of times he'll say like, yeah, God told me I need to say this to the church. And then as he goes in there, he gets on his knees and he's making a big show of everything. And then his cell phone rings and he doesn't silence it, but he answers it in the middle of his whole spiel. And he says, hold on a second, I'm in the church. And then he hangs up and then he continues. And then we just were like, all right, we just ushered him out and said, we talked to him outside. But
that's
funny. The theatrics and stuff happen all the time.
So I have a question. Maybe you know the answer, maybe you don't. But is it easier to scam people religiously out of money in Africa because there's less infrastructure and information accessibility to information, like in villages and stuff. I'm not talking about the cities, but like since there's no internet and there's no, you could be like in the old West, they would travel from town to town just when they got found out in this town, but because there was no way to really track them, they'd go to a new town and then they could do the scam all over again. Is it seem like that? I mean, we have imposters
maybe
here.
not. You'd be surprised at how much the internet is still is getting around, and how people have phones. Good. And they. But I think the reason why it people get scammed so much there is because there's such poverty, and people are just desperate for any way out of that poverty.
Hope.
Poverty. So
they just want any
so they'll look
hope
for anything.
Yeah.
And so they'll kind of, and it's unfortunate, but then people will have such little money, maybe to pay their rent or something, and they'll give it all away to like some scammer. And we hear those stories all the time, and that's why we try to teach, like, hey, don't just take someone's word from anything, you know.
Right.
And they'll say, like, I had a conversation with God. I went to heaven and I saw all these things, and he told me that you need to give me this money. And our thing to them would be like, did God tell you to do that? And they say, no, but because he's a prophet, he told me, so I respect him. And I was like, no, don't do that. If you have to, it has to be two ways, you know? So,
you know, and I was, and as I was thinking about the technology and everything, and then you pointed out something that they don't have a lot of money and they take everything they have. And then I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we have that happen over here with the televangelists, where retired people on fixed incomes, they drain their accounts to send it to the evangelists on TV. And it's like, you just gave away your whole, your food and your ability to house yourself. And so it happens here. I mean, it doesn't have to happen. I guess it happens everywhere. That's sad. That's so sad. And there's scams in crypto, not Bitcoin, but crypto and everything else. And but that goes after not necessarily someone's hope, but their greed, right? Oh, I'm gonna buy this crypto, $10,000, and I'm gonna be a millionaire in a month. And so scammers can appeal to your greed, to your hope, to lots of things, poverty, like you said. Yeah, so interesting. Headstrom herpes. What? Armon, didn't that dude say the world was gonna end and he built an ark? I do remember that guy. I remember, well, there's lots of them, but I remember the guy that said the world was going to end, and then when it didn't end, he goes, no, I got it wrong. I got the date mixed up. It's going to be in 8 months, and then 8 months went by and it didn't end, and then people are like, yeah, shut up.
Yeah. Don't even play around. It's not even worth doing. Why would, I feel like God would make sure that he didn't come on that time just to spite a person that thinks he knows,
Right. So I want to do the bug spray guy. You want to do that?
Okay.
All right.
It's a commentator, a South African lady who's a news, or maybe she's Nigerian, but it's pretty funny.
She's got a great personality. I only watched about 20 seconds. I'm like, I like her. All right. Because it was 3 minutes. I'm like, do we want to do this? And I watched enough of them. Oh, yeah.
You can do part of it. You don't have to do the whole thing. Fine. She'll elaborate.
Okay.
It's time for Haunted Horses Video of the Day.
Actually, this is Armon-Armadillo's video today. He found it. I'm just stealing the credit. All right, here we go.
Moving on to South Africa. I'm sure that by now you guys have heard about the Prophet of Doom. Yes! Actually, his real name is self-proclaimed Prophet Lethebo Rabalaho, a 24-year-old prophet at the Mount Zion General Assembly in the Limpopo province of South Africa.
He was the one that prophesied that President Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe will not die as a human being, that he will be taken to heaven like a...
Claims that this is healing people. He said he has healed eye problems, cancer, and even HIV. South Africa. But South Africa, you make me cry. Why? Just stop. In the meantime, social media is filled with memes about those guys. A lot of people are now buying their own doom in order to take with them for miracles. Like when you get to the ATM trying to withdraw money and there's no money left, just spray the thing and say no in so far. But seriously, forget about the person. Just forget about him. My problem is with the church members. I mean, look at them. Why do people love to be deceived? You will see people like this, and would you ever think that something is not working here? Why would anybody walk inside that kind of church with their own two legs? Hapa. Now, the company that makes the product, Doom, they've already released a statement that this product is very dangerous to human health, that it's not meant to be inhaled, it's not meant to be sprayed.
It's getting sprayed.
That lady is getting sprayed in the face with bug spray.
Oh, man.
What the hell?
I feel like
Doom
this lady.
insecticide.
I feel so
inside
sad.
people's eyes.
Let me while she's talking, I'm gonna look this
No,
up.
that's good.
And
That
they've been
says it
trying
all.
to get the
Okay, so we got I thought there was a video of him doing it. Is this him?
I don't know if there's a video of him doing it, but-
put me to shame.
This guy actually
Okay, it's just a still picture. Okay, fair enough. Let's look this up real quick. So they're coming into him. They've got eye problems. They're sick. Bug spray.
It's just like Raid, Jim. Jim and Coachella said it looks like Raid, right in her face. That's right, Eric.
I thought you were calling me Jim, like you misspoke and you were thinking of Jim Rome. I'm like, you can call me that. Doom
Jome.
bug spray. Here it is. I found it. Okay. It is aerosol insecticide, scientifically proven deadly killing action for flying and crawling insects. Kills multiple types of insects, both flying and crawling. And he's spraying people in the face with this stuff. I mean, that's almost like assault. I mean, that's like he should go to jail. Anyway, that's and they're
Those are
giving
just
him
two.
money. Looks like Ray.
Yeah.
It does.
They're paying him to spray them in the face. Yeah. I mean, there's another guy that he prophesies the color underwear that women are wearing.
Was he right?
Another one was like to the women, like, take off your underwear and swing them to the Lord. I mean, there's some wild stuff. I mean, it's never a dull moment. Never.
That's so counter to the message. Wow. You know, I wonder if they see all the fakes. They get into a room. They're like, "Oh, I got a person to believe that I was spraying him with bug spray and it was healing him." Oh yeah, well I got some woman to take off her panties and throw them to the Lord, and like, whoa, no way, and she did it. And they're all getting together comparing notes. That's so sad. All right, are we done with the bug spray? Are we going to go to search underway for woman accused of using 81-year-old's ID to buy a $130,000 car?
Let's do it.
This is the woman that impersonated an 81-year-old to buy a $130,000 car. There it is.
Wild.
All right. An 81-year-old Boona resident. Where's Boona? What state is this? Florida. Of course. Of course it's Florida, right? An 81-year-old Boona resident is at the center of an identity theft investigation after authorities said her personal information was used to buy a $130,000 vehicle from a Miami dealership and to seek credit for additional purchases. The victim reported the fraud on February 23rd, 2026, after discovering someone had purchased the $130,000 vehicle using her identity, according to investigators. Authorities said the suspect also used her information at financial institutions in an attempt to gain credit to purchase another vehicle valued at $43,000. During the investigation, another dealership was contacted. So this woman is 54, and she got $130,000 using an 81-year-old's ID. What is wrong with the dealer?
54.
54? Nice. Eric would have been all over that if you gave him time. Deborah Rodriguez, 54, of Pompano Beach, Florida, was found in possession of multiple forms of identification and credit cards in the victim's name. You know what? Darren's ex last lived in Florida. I wonder if that's her. No, because she went after a car, not a bag of meth. Never mind. If Darren's here, he would have corrected me. Rodriguez, but I wish Darren was here. Why the hell do you think I was working tomorrow? I never work Friday. Rodriguez was charged through the Miami Gardens Police Department with attempted grand theft and false information. Wait a minute, attempted grand theft? She got the car. Isn't it grand theft? What the heck? What the heck?
You must think I'm pretty stupid.
With assistance from the victim in Miami Gardens Police Department, McClellan obtained Jasper County arrest warrant. Okay, blah, 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 blah. I just saw the picture and I'm like, how did this person pass as an 81-year-old? I mean, really good plastic surgery, I guess. Any comment?
That's what Jim said. Jim and Coachella probably asked where she got the
there
face
you go.
surgery.
Nice. We think alike, Jim.
Good call.
Thanks,
Good show,
Jim.
dude.
Speaking of Jim.
Does that answer your question, Haunted Horse?
Yep, it does. Probably really good plastic surgery. Let's see. What do we got? Incest sprays my cologne sign. Donny Osmond. Wait a minute. I've seen that joke twice now, V. Is Donny Osmond accused of that? Hold on.
No idea. Look it up.
I am looking it up. Incest.
So what that lady was doing with the vehicle is what happens all the time. Taking advantage of old people.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, my in-laws are in their 80s, and they are on the list. They are
My
old.
parents
they will
too.
fall for it list, and they get fished constantly. And I'm constantly saying, no, that's a phishing scam. Don't reply to it. And this and this and this. They're still able to. I'm as they get older, you worry like they're gonna slip. So
Do you guys have in the West Coast? Do you have like the text that comes from like the DMV saying you have some e-tolls that are due?
No, because we don't have tolls out here.
Oh,
But
wow.
we get the most common one we get, and I get them, is this is Bank of America. We just want to make sure that $900 charge is legitimate. And then you're like, wait a minute, I didn't have a 900. And so then you click on the link, you log in your credentials, and now, because you're like, oh shoot, someone must have bought some. No, that's wrong. And then you panic and you fall for it. So I get those all the time. I get them from companies I don't even do business with. Like, for example, I don't have Comcast internet. I have Ziply. But Comcast would send me a thing that says, oh, that piece of equipment you bought is on its way. We billed your credit card, $490. And it's like, I don't even have Comcast. Nice try. But I get those constantly, and I know that tells me my in-laws have got to be getting them constantly.
If they're texts, you can see like some of them come from the Philippines. There's like a +44. That's from the UK.
They're spoofing their numbers, though. So I get a lot of them, and they're 503, which is my local area code.
Yeah, okay.
They're spoofing. They're really good. So I keep getting calls for a $1,099 phone I allegedly bought. Yeah, that's another one I get is I'll get texts from Apple like, oh, we're sending you the phone or whatever. I'm like, I've never bought anything from Apple. I don't have Apple. Or your Apple Pay went through. We're just confirming that, yeah. So, actually, I got a ticket from the Frisco Bridge Authority saying I crossed the Golden Gate without paying. So, that's a new one right now. They're using ghost license plates. And so, I saw a story where someone in North Carolina got like $1,000 worth of tolls because someone was using a fake plate with their plate. And they had to go through all this trouble and say, I've never been to New York, this and this and this. And so that's another thing right now is fake license plates. People are driving through the toll cams.
It's crazy,
It is nuts. Haunted Horse is the only horse that hates apples. How you like them apples? Ah! I used to have that Jim Rome drop. Do I have that still? I don't think so. When he was doing Goodwill Hunting. How you like them apples? Ah! He did a whole bit on Goodwill Hunting. All right, where were we? I was going somewhere, and then I got sidetracked by the scam.
We were talking about the lady that impersonated the 81-year-old.
Yeah, we're done with that. I was headed to the next thing, and then... Oh, Donny Osmond, that's where I was going. Okay, because I've seen V post that twice, and I'm like, okay, so what's going on here? Based on available information and search results, there are no substantiated reports, evidence, or credible allegations of incest regarding Donny Osmond. Context of rumors. The topic appears to stem from internet rumors, forum discussions, or satirical commentaries such as Family Guy cutaway gag that implied a relationship between Donny and his sister Marie. Okay, so there's rumor, and I mean, if it's on Family Guy, they usually base jokes on unsubstantiated rumors. But usually it's the rumor first, not them starting the rumor. Marie Osmond has spoken out publicly about it being a victim of sexual abuse. That's horrible. But this has not been linked to her brother Donny. The rumors are largely regarded as baseless tabloid gossip or dark humor regarding their close-knit, squeaky clean 1970s image. All right, okay. So next time you post incest spray is my clone sign Donny Osmond, you're supposed to go, allegedly. It's not confirmed, V. There you go.
Did V give any shine to the Lakers like there was a 7-game winning streak of late?
I don't know. Did you, V?
And I almost posted something about LeBron giving him some bleeping credit. I mean,
right.
The fact that he's playing a role even though he's not the star of everything is pretty admirable.
What's funny is Adam Rankin Rome today at the thing. Adam was like, you know LeBron's gonna break and he's gonna start wanting the attention. And Rome agreed. He's like, yeah, how long can he hold out with not being the center of attention? It's just a matter of time before he goes,
the lid is gonna blow off of his bald head. Yep.
Right? Yeah, he can only stay out of the spotlight so long before he's gonna go, give it back to me. Give me back my spotlight.
But I love that one guy that was just defending him, like his burner account, and it was like, stop calling him by all these nicknames. And
that was funny.
Those are the funniest.
LeBag and
LeBald.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's get to Bacon, even though Bacon's not here. Hey, Bacon, you sent me a story and you're not here to hear it. New York Post. Look.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's going to have some animal cruelty involving a seagull. So if that bothers you... Oh, Bacon is here.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Hey, Bacon, I'm trying not to interrupt him. So there.
It's worked so far.
I'm really trying. You know what he's talking about when you were on and Dean, when there's 3 people in here, that's when people get chopped up. But usually with 2 people, hell, when Bacon and Darren were hosting together for the first time on Monday, there was actually periods of like 10 seconds of dead air where they didn't know which one should talk. Anyway, that happens when you're trying to learn each other. I get it. New Jersey man who decapitated seagull that tried to steal French fry from daughter sentenced to jail. You know what? I'm going to say this. When I saw the guy's picture, I thought, that looks like a guy that would decapitate a seagull if he tried to steal a French fry from his daughter. This looks like, yeah, I can see this guy being that guy. He looks like Roid Rage guy to me. He looks mad.
Did he try to tape the head back on like Dumb and Dumber?
Right? This guy just looks like he's angry. Who's texting me? No, that's an email if it's 2. Yeah, he just looks angry to me.
Jim and Coachella saw it.
Let's see. What's a New Jersey dad who decapitated a seagull because it tried to eat his daughter's French fry was sentenced to 8 months. 8 months in jail for third-degree felony. Outraging animal rights advocates who called it a slap on the wrist.
Wow.
He decapitated a seagull. If it was a chicken, it would have been called dinner. I mean, look, I think it's outrageous, and usually people that are cruel to animals are, I mean, if he like slowly sawed it off over a period of 5 minutes, I mean, that is torture and cruelty. 8 months in jail. Wow. What about those kids that give seagulls Alka-Seltzers and then they explode? Where do they go?
Jail. Sentenced to juvie.
All right. So here we go. Franklin Ziegler. This guy's name's Franklin Ziegler. No wonder he's mad. 30 ruffled feathers when he was spotted. I see what you did there, Post. Ruffled feathers
Very
when
nice.
he was spotted clutching the poor headless bird while trying to find a trash bag near the Surfside Pier at Maury's Piers and Beachfront Water Parks in North Wildwood, July of 2024. Ziegler later pleaded guilty to animal cruelty charges and served 262 days behind bars. If I'm telling you right now, if that was on the West Coast, he would have done 50 hours of community service. I mean, and I'm not saying that's a good thing out here. We're very. Anyway, Ziegler later
Jersey's hardcore.
Guilty to animal cruelty charges and served 262 days behind bars. NJ.com reported this week. He was also issued up to $250. Wow, that's $250. Oh my gosh. He's going to be bankrupt, according to records. Ziegler's attorney, Jack Tumulty, said his client was then admitted to recovery court, a type of supervised adult probation centered on drug and alcohol abuse. Quote, he was released from Cape May County Jail on February 12th following guilty plea entered in Cape May County Superior Court, Tumulty told the outlet. Mr. Ziegler was sentenced to recovery court probation, special probation, on Thursday, March 12th, 2026, and will be receiving outpatient treatment. A grand jury indicted Ziegler on June. Okay, too much legal crap. This guy's name's Doll, D-O-L-L, Doll Stanley, the senior campaigner for In Defense of Animals Justice on Saturday, called Ziegler's sentence just a slap on the wrist for the serious felony. How is 262 days in jail a slap on the wrist? You go sentence it. Tell me how easy it is.
2/3 of a year.
That's nuts. The doll guy said, this was actually, if your name's Doll, you're going to sound like this. This was a brutal act of torture committed in broad daylight in front of children, Stanley told the outlet. It is extremely disappointing that while the FBI recognizes the link between domestic violence and animal cruelty, and Ziegler embodies this risk, Cape May County Court has failed to protect the community members of all species, Dahl said. Some animal lovers echoed Stanley's opinion on social media, calling for harsher sentence. Quote, OMG, he deserves more time. What he did was disgusting and uncalled for. 262 days, was it 52 or 62? I'm forgetting. Anyway, 250 plus days in jail? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's excessive.
Yeah. And
I think
I'm
it's
an
good
animal
comparing
lover.
to a chicken. Yeah, me too. Right.
I mean, now, granted, if we're talking excessive punishment, the guy basically gave a seagull the death penalty for stealing a French fry. So,
And how did he do it?
I guess it kind of applies.
Did he he must have just wrung its head until it came off.
They did not say. I mean, I kind of was waiting for, like, did he whip out a pocket knife and...
Yeah, I mean, and it's in front of his daughter, too.
And they said other kids were in the area. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's gruesome.
Oh, wait. So we saw Angry Ziegler. That's what he looked like when the seagull took the fry. He's like, oh, you son of a bitch. This is reformed Ziegler. He's learned his lesson.
He's got the
like
Mr. T starter kit.
Wait a minute. Is that 999 or is that an upside down 666? Inquire, or is that a GGG?
It can be both. Just depending. When he looks at it, it's 666. When we look at it, it's 999. He doesn't look reformed.
I mean, he should get 262 days in jail for that tattoo. Just saying. Oop.
But he's got the New Jersey haircut, like the Jersey Shore haircut.
Man, I wish I had that kind of hair. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty nice lettuce. Oh, I'm assuming that's a stock Adobe photo.
That was right before he died.
Yeah, right.
He was just enjoying.
You dirty pig!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, dead gull walking. Oh my gosh. Good story, Bacon. Hey, Bacon, I'll keep you around a little longer.
It's a complete crap.
That's what he said when the seagull pooped on his car.
It's a complete crap.
Did Z leave? Or V? I said Z. Did V leave? Did he get his zingers in and then bail out on us? Oh my gosh. What time is it? 5:42. We got time for more stories. All right, bye Seagull Murderer. That's still, I mean, I can't believe how long that guy spent in jail for wringing a bird's neck. Has Armon been on the shore with the situation?
No.
No. Oh, V's here. My beef is when horse thinks I leave, right? I will say this. I did call out Lauren yesterday. Hey, Lauren! Because I sensed that he was lurking.
Presence.
I know he's not lurking tonight because he's watching that
Miami of Ohio.
Movie. That Hail Mary movie, whatever that.
Oh. Did it come out today?
Yeah, apparently he's at it.
He loves that.
He read the book. Project Hail Mary. Yeah, it's out. Yeah, it's out tonight. I haven't read the book, which means I'll like the movie better because I don't have any high expectations and I won't know what the plot's about. Although it did look a lot like Interstellar. War J Wow using Chris Crispy as a slump buster. I don't know what that means.
What you talking about, Willis?
What's J Wow?
I've lost you.
Who's Chris Crispy? Okay, so good. You're another one that doesn't know how to translate the burn dog.
Well, I know that one. Well, Chris Christie was the governor of New Jersey.
Oh, right.
And he was, and maybe like a Krispy Kreme donut because he was fat.
Oh,
Fat!
He was?
How dare you!
This is what
Till
she said to
Ozempic.
the guy that ripped the seagull's head off.
How dare you! How dare you!
Okay, Chris Crispy. Okay, I got it now. Yes. J-Wow. Got it. As a slump. Chris Crispy as a slump buster. Okay. Thank you for decode. You might get a full-time job of decoding the burn dog. Do you want that? Do you want that? You know how during the NFL broadcast, there's a penalty and they're like not sure whatever, and they call in the ref, and he kind of goes, well, in my 20 years of football experience, he dropped the ball before the whistle was blown, so that's a fumble. You could go, well, burn dog, in my 20 years of reading burn dog's pretty much going with this instance from a story that was from last week. There you go. I like it. You're the official Burn Dog decoder ring translator.
I'll take it. It's an honor, Burn Dog.
It is. So Dino sent me, he's so committed. He should be committed. He's so committed to being committed that he sent me a story while he's on vacation.
Look at him.
Daily Mail, terror as Las Vegas housing complex is overrun by Mad Max style vagrants. You know what's funny? He sent this to me today. I actually had it in a folder from March 15th. I just hadn't gotten to it yet. So that's funny. We think alike. I want to see pictures of the Mad Max vagrants. Do they look like Ira Craig with like biker gear or Raider end zone gear? I got the hiccup, sorry. Armon-Armadillo. Yes. He can be our Burn Dog decoder. Armon-Armadillo, please come and
Did Burn Dog do the song Writ v. Adam Hawk?
He does, dude. You want to hear a good
that.
story? I haven't told this story in a long time. I'm going to tell you a story. Listen to a story about a boy named Burn Dog. Okay, so we didn't know who Burn Dog was. We didn't know Burn Dog existed. This was when Adam Hawk was on the show.
He was so
as
funny,
EP.
Unintentional humor.
Right?
Adam Hawk.
Yeah, Adam's my favorite EP. I mean, he is my favorite EP. So, let me get to the video because I have the video. So, Adam Hawk. So there are rumors, and there have been times where Jim Rome's own people have done fake calls to the show. I believe, Bacon, help me out. You'll know this better. Wasn't the Boner in Sweatpants Jay Stu, or was it someone else? Pretty sure Boner in Sweatpants was Jay Stu as a fake caller.
I was listening to that live. I remember that. That was crazy.
Boner in Sweatpants. Or am I thinking of a different wrong? Anyway, I know there's a famous Jay Stu fake call. There's a delay. I got to wait for Bacon to catch up. But, so there's been instances where they've kind of infused gags and it seemed like it came from outside the show when it Carl and Rosemead. Okay. Boner in Sweatpants. Yeah. So this song drops, Writ v. Adam Hawk, right? And the whole day they're playing it and making fun of it and, you know, Rome saying how bad it is and everything else. And I'm sitting there going, who's this guy? What's this guy? And we're looking for him on Twitter. We can't find him. And I'm like, this is fake. I bet Hawk made this. And so they're talking about it for a couple days. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to smoke them out. I'm going to act like I made a video for it because they were talking about a video. And so I'm going to act like I made a video for it. So I actually made a video for it, and that's right here.
The numbers get smaller and the hits get bigger. Number 4.
Oh my God,
Writ v. Adam Hawk, Writ v. Adam Hawk. What's the money line? Writ v. Adam Hawk. Logi PA. What's the me some J? Alvin dropped the squawk. I'm Adam Hawk.
Anyway, it goes for the length of the song. And so then they're like, oh, we got to copy the video. And I'm like, they're going to use this video and say it's the Burn Dog. I knew it was Hawk, and it wasn't my video. It was Burn Dog's video. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell? And then we found him like 2 days later. It is horrible. I know it is. It took me 20 minutes to make. I had to go find some little V's, letters, different V's, and yeah, anyway, it was really easy to make. But for 2 days we thought it was Adam Hawk, and then Burn Dog, someone figured out him, or Rome said what his Twitter handle was, and then we found him or whatever, and then that's when I knew Burn Dog existed. We thought it was a fake made up person. So, and then I started following him. I think I found Burn Dog because he liked my video. He retweeted it or something. So anyway, that's the whole story of that. We thought for 2 days it was a fake Adam Hawk made video. And that's when 12 Wood was doing wood scopes, and he was talking to Adam Hawk. You know, they would talk all the time, and he would call Hawk and say, hey, I'm going to have so-and-so on my show on Friday, and then Hawk would tell Rome, and they would talk about it and promote the wood scopes, basically, which is how I met 12 Wood. I got tired of hearing Jim Rome talk about it, and it was like a Friday night. I'm like, oh, I think that wood show thing is on. And I'm like looking for it on Twitter, and I found it, and I'm like, oh my, that's when the light bulb went off for me. I want to do a live show because I was uploading content to YouTube that was filmed, edited, and uploaded. And when I saw him do a live show,
does he still do it?
No, he's done a few shows. He did like 4 or 5 shows last year. But he kind of got burned out. Not to be confused with Burn Dog. He got burned out. Hot Horse likes the wood show, right? But when I saw him do live,
No. Well, do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
The light bulb went off because I saw him interacting with the chat and all the people chatting, and I'm just like, oh, I want to do that. So
I think the stories are I love the crazy news stories. That's what's really entertaining, and then mixing in the jungle content
of this show.
Yeah. Yes, show.
The weird news. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You know what? The weird news. I thought I need something to talk about, and I need something that I can get a lot of it. Like, first of all, I don't want to do politics because I want to do something. The world's got so much crap and drama and anger, and I'm like, I want to do something that's fun. And that's what I think of the Jim Rome show, right? I listen to that show to entertain and make me laugh. That's what I want. I don't want, Fox News or CNN and more bombs exploding and people. I just wanted something fun so I could forget about the world. And so I thought, weird news, I'll find some funny stories. And so I found, and trust me, with the human race, there are always funny stories.
All we can handle.
Yeah, right?
So many of them.
So thank you I looked for something. I wanted an hour where we could just goof off. And just, kind of like the Howard Stern show, just silly stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get to Dino's story. Terror as Las Vegas housing complex is overrun by Mad Max-style vagrants. I want pictures. An unfinished Las Vegas townhouse project, which attracted vagrants. I mean, that's just another word for bums. We have bum smack here. Who transformed it into a hellhole, has now been bought by new developers. Located in the city's downtown, the multi-unit complex had holes in the graffiti-covered walls, whilst weeds and trash accumulated across the 4-acre site. Only 15 homes were built. What's that?
No, V just put something up there.
My world is filled with crap, signed Chano Shart.
It's a complete crap.
V, I like your brand. It's hilarious. You know who likes your brand more than anybody, though? James Kelly. Look, only 15 homes were built out of the 79 planned units for the project, and none were completed. Trust Home Builders co-owner Michael Johnson, not related to Magic Johnson, V, told the Las Vegas Review-Journal. Johnson said that before his company bought the site, the homes were essentially overrun by Mad Max-style vagrants. Littered inside the foundations of the homes were mattresses, drug paraphernalia, and ripped-out copper, Johnson said. Despite the damage, Johnson told the outlet that most of it was merely cosmetic. They're in great shape, honestly. That's what realtors call good bones. Michael Stahili, a managing director with Cords. I want to see a picture of the vagrants. All they're showing me
This is a night. This would be a nightmare for Rome. All the bum smack. You said
Right.
good bones. I mean, like
Bones.
it would all.
Right. Just showing the houses. I mean, that looks like a nice area. There's the guy. Where's the Mad Max style? I want to see the Mad Max. Oh, there's a nice glute shot. What the hell is that? What
Sciatica.
the hell is that?
Sciatica problem.
Yeah. Is not from a slip disc. Meet the real enemy of sciatica. Let's see. How do I... Anyway. I was hoping they had pictures of the vagrants. I guess you can't do that, but... What time is it? 5:55. Hey, dude, since we've got 5 minutes, let's look at your videos. We'll go a little long if we have to. Let's show this one first. This is the one you're going to mute, or I'm going to mute. I'm glad I saw the time. I thought we had more time, so here we go. So...
This video is what we were doing. So, like I told you, I think a couple of weeks ago when I was on, is that we did like low-cost seminary so that people could like learn not to listen to the false prophets and learn. And so like these guys
problem. It's all black screen. It's playing, but it's not showing anything.
Oh, all right. No,
it's probably a Twitter problem. Let me see if the second one plays. This is a download. This should work. It's just got to download for me. It's fine.
Thanks, Eric.
My LOL view.
You said black screen and he wrote
racist piece of shit.
Right.
You racist piece of shit.
The download's taking a bit here.
Anyway, it was. Maybe I'll put it on Twitter too, so people can see it. But it was just.
Yeah, and I'll retweet it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
That's a bummer because it's playing. It's got to be a different. Hold on. Let me download it. And okay, let me try this. This might work. I'm gonna download it off of Twitter and play it. There we go. Is this the one I'm muting?
Yeah, you can mute it because our mission director kind of talking over it, but
here we go. Okay, here we go.
At least you'll see like this was kind of the zenith of the work that happened. I guess I can narrate as it goes along. But we had at this particular time like 93 graduates. They would all like these are all friends. That's Mr. Peary right there, the oldest student. Nice. All these people like did 4 years in seminary. We had probably about 700 people at the graduation. And I did the I read out all the names for the graduates, like Bruce Buffer. Yeah, there was me. I was reading them out like, "Come on down,
dude,
let's get ready to rumble," and they loved it.
Nice.
So they would come and yeah. So like this, yeah, this was the graduation. So we did this, and then we did like we would go to schools and different things. But then this graduation too, as people came from Zimbabwe, people came from Zambia, they came, and a lot of us in Malawi. Before COVID, this was right before COVID. This is when we were at our biggest. We had 280 students all in like a room like this.
Wow.
Teaching 4 years of seminary. And then,
so they 4 years, they get their degree. Is that what you call it, a degree?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then they go back to their home and build a school?
No, like, there was people from all different places. There was men, women. Some of them used that degree to teach in public schools because they still have like religious studies that are in public school. So people got jobs doing, working there. But then there was pastors that came and they couldn't afford to get seminary training, like to be a pastor. They were like those self-proclaimed prophets that were on there, but they weren't trying to steal money from people, but they just got to learn. And for a long time, it was free. They learned the majority of the time that I was there was free. Maybe the last couple of years, we charged just a little bit, like $10 for the whole semester or something small.
Right.
But then they would go back to their church, and then they, would, I think, had a fuller ministry.
Nice.
Thanks, Jim. Not you, Jim.
Yeah,
Jim and
I know.
Coachella.
I'm seeing the chat on the screen. So you said people came from how far? I mean, you were naming the countries, but what? Like, are we talking 1,000 miles?
No, I think most of our students would, if they live far away. We did our classes on the weekends, so all day Saturday we would teach class, and then we'd have church on Sunday morning, and then we would do class after church for about 4 or 5 hours. And so people would come from as far as 5 hours away.
Okay.
And we were in the capital, so they would stay at everybody has a relative that lives in the capital, so they would stay with their relative, and they would come to classes Saturday and Sunday, and then they would go back to work on Monday. So I mean, they were really committed people.
Wow. Yeah. So you're based. Yeah. Wow. So
They
had
didn't
their
have
full-time
cars,
job,
so
and then on weekends they were doing this for.
They're
4
taking a
years.
night bus on Friday night. They'll get to probably to the capital city late at night or in the morning. They come to class for 2 whole days, and then they would leave on the night bus Sunday night to get back to their.
So they split the night
hometown.
Saturday night into Sunday. So they stayed the
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, they would stay
Nice.
sometimes 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really committed people, amazing
Right.
people.
And then how do you feed that? I mean, you've got to have an operation to have the food and the
Yeah.
logistics of it.
I mean, we had the women's ministry in our church would make a bunch of food for lunch for people and just charge them. I mean, you can eat very cheaply in Malawi. You can have a whole meal for $1.
Oh wow.
Maybe $1.50. Yeah, that can. So
And then are you getting funds from like donations from the states that help? 'Cause
yes,
$10 a student, even, and before that it was free. That's obviously you've got to have a lot more working dollars for that. So it's donations from overseas.
In the summertime, I do a delivery job. Usually, I've been coming to the West Coast doing deliveries, and I would make enough money because Malawi was one of the poorest countries in the world, the top like 10 poorest countries. So my rent, for example, I mean, in the capital, there's there's running water, there's electricity, but my rent for a long time was $200 a month. Then it went up. I went and moved to a better house with my family. It was maybe $300 or $400 a month.
Wow.
So I would make enough money in the summertime for us to stay there 9 months out of the year, and then even had people would donate to build the church
Sure.
and the school and stuff
Sure.
like that. So
And you've dug wells, and you've done schools, churches, wells.
yeah,
I mean, a well to a community. I've been following, like, there's charities. Gary V's involved with I forget the charity name, something of water, and a well to a town that has never had water, where they've had to go 4 or 5 hours walk every day to get water and bring it back. A well is just life changing. So
yeah.
and a school.
I mean, it wasn't that difficult. There's some great well companies. One company, we did it really for our whole operation so that we wouldn't have to depend on the city water. But I had a well dug for $2,000 to have a whole drill unit come in and drill down, and then they lined, of course, the hole that they dug, and then they put the pump on top of it. So maybe $2,500, and that'll last for 30 years. And they just have to redo it a little bit, but not much.
That is amazing and life changing. We are so spoiled over here, and I've said this before. We complain about the stupidest stuff, like, oh, I got my coffee and they used almond milk instead of cow. The day's ruined, and just the stupidest stuff that we complain about. And here are people getting access to water in their town for the first time, where they don't have to walk 2 hours each way with a bucket on their head to have fresh water for the day. I mean, it's just the dumbest stuff.
It made me more appreciative. Living with people there made me, a lot more relaxed and not freak out about crazy things.
Right.
And then be more laid back. Like I would love it. The people are so peace loving in Malawi. They're really laid back people. And I would get mad driving and like have road rage.
Right.
And I mean, like one time I got out of my car and went to talk to the guy, and the guy he was like, just relax. Like, where are you going so fast? And I was like, you know what? You're right. What am I mad about?
Right.
I mean, and
right.
Then that rubbed off on me. So I was like, even here, when I was driving cross country during the summer, I would just chilled and just let people go. I mean, what does 2 more minutes change in my life? So
Jim with the Reinvention Project, I've listened to multiple times. I mean, at least the older ones. The more recent ones I've only heard once, but some of his guests with the best perspective were people that were once diagnosed with terminal illness and they beat it, like cancers and things. And the one guy that I'm thinking of that had stage 4 cancer, less than 5% chance of living, and he beat it, was he'll get stuck in traffic and he'll start to go, ugh. And he's like, wait, what am I doing? I'm happy to be here. And so but his point was when he had the disease and then he got a total different perspective on what was important and what was just trivial. And even after he beat it, he found himself almost being pulled back into that, being upset about dumb stuff, but he had the perspective to know that he was doing it. Whereas I think we just do it uncontrollable. We don't even notice the stuff that we're complaining about. And so those are the ones that I listen to, and I'm like, that they just have a different perspective on life because it was almost taken from them. So they don't get upset about the dumb things that I get upset about.
There's an ATP from V, and it's right on brand. It's awesome.
ATP from Armon. Does Africa know about the Great Equalizer? And that diarrhea doesn't care who you are or where you're from. Diarrhea is always coming off the edge. Here, V, real quick. I had the Great Equalizer Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday it was trending in the right direction, but I had to drive 2 hours south and 2 hours north, and I took a change of clothes with me because I wasn't sure. There's parts of that freeway where there's 20 minutes between bathrooms, and I had a garbage bag. The plan was I was going to pull over, use the garbage bag, and if I didn't make it, I had to change of clothes. I had a bad bout of the Great Equalizer over the weekend. It was bad. And the Emoti
We pretty much
me
lived
about
the
4
Great
hours.
Equalizer in Africa. I think I went for months, and I don't think I didn't know any different. So that's like our version of Ozempic is the Great Equalizer. That's a weight loss program.
I thought having it for 3 days, I've never had it for 3 days like that. Because, we've got medication, Imodium. The Imodium wasn't working for more than 4 hours. It would work for 4 hours, and then all of a sudden, the dam would break again.
I
can't imagine having it for weeks, months. I mean, because you're drinking the same water. You can't get fixed, right?
Sometimes it's not. It's the food, I'm eating on the street.
Right, right.
Yeah, so just staying hydrated, like Burn Dog said. And we would boil our water. We could buy bottled water too, but for sure, I had I think I did a beef segment and talked about malaria. Like malaria is no joke because you also have diarrhea at the same time. And I had malaria, 4 times.
So, real quick, sorry to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Is it curable, or do you get it once and you have it forever?
It's not quite curable, but it becomes so dormant that you don't experience it.
Got it.
And the only reason why you'd experience it is if you're getting bit and getting more parasites. But you get it down so low that you won't get it again. But it's so treatable. It's really treatable.
Right.
It's a parasite in your liver.
Yeah. So when it goes dormant, is it like the eggs of the parasite? They're there and they could reemerge later, or
but your immune system keeps it under control.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So now if you get tired or if you like don't get enough rest and then you're getting bit by mosquitoes and getting more of the parasite, then it just multiplies so much that it's beyond your immune system to keep it under control.
And there's tablets and stuff you can take if you're in an area, right?
Yeah, there's preventative, but the preventative, like we stopped taking, even my kids and my wife stopped taking the preventative for after the first maybe month because they're really strong and they hurt your liver. And it's not contagious. You're right, Burn Dog. And so you just sleep under a net, and that's the best way to prevent it. And then if you do get malaria, you treat it right away. And sometimes you think it's the flu, and that's what happened to me the first time. Like I went for 10 years without having malaria, and then I all of a sudden got it. And then I thought it was the flu, and I thought I can just sleep it off. Right. And I was just getting worse, and I got so bad that I had jaundice, because it attacks your liver.
It turned yellow.
And my wife was like, "You need to go to the hospital. Your face is yellow." That's racist, I know, Eric.
Racist piece of shit.
And yeah.
So so you were talking about, okay, so you said your immune system, but if it gets to a certain stage, you can't let your immune system catch up. You've got to get medical treatment.
Yes. Yeah, and that's how people die.
Okay, got it. Okay. So once it kind of overloads your system, you've got to get medical treatment. You're not gonna rest up and be able to fight it off.
No, and that's what happened to me. I thought I could rest up, and it was 5 days, and then they had to give me an injection, which is like quinine. That's something that fights it. And then my wife had it really bad too, and she had to be admitted. She had to have a drip. She almost had to get flown to South Africa. She was maybe a day away from kidney failure.
Wow.
Because it can be really bad. And a friend of mine, a close friend, died during COVID. He had malaria and he probably had COVID at the same time, and they wouldn't treat him in the clinic. So he went to the clinic. He tried to get medicine for malaria, and then he came back, and then he died because of it.
Oh, that's horrible.
A Zambian pastor.
Wow.
But yeah, it's definitely not a joke, and I took it lightly for many years, and then I realized, and then after I got it, thank God my kids never, my kids were in Africa for 10 years. My two daughters came when one was 3, one was 1 year old when we first moved there, and then my son, he was born here, but he lived in Africa his whole life. So
the prevention is the nets, right? Because that when you're sleeping, that's when the mosquitoes are feeding. And then do like DEET and mosquito repellent, or is that not available there?
No, that's available there, but usually at night is when the mosquitoes come out, and then they it's during rainy season that they're most prevalent. And, they're biting people that have malaria, and then that's how it's getting passed. Mosquitoes are biting people that have the malaria parasite, and then they bite someone else, and it gets passed that way. So sometimes you get bit by mosquitoes and they don't have malaria in them.
Okay.
But
so if malaria is prevalent in an area, they're spreading it among people.
Yes.
So I saw a story on the Panama Canal, and the guy that figured out malaria was parasites and the netting would help it or whatever was discovered on the Panama Canal, and that led to the treatment because they were losing waves and waves and waves of workers dying trying to build that canal because the malaria was so prevalent. And he did notice that the screened patients weren't getting it, the non-screened patients were, and he deduced that they were spreading it, something was spreading it between the patients. It wasn't in the air because the air was passing through the nets. Mm-hmm. So the nets that had tears in them or whatever, and that person would get malaria, he figured out that it was being spread by the mosquitoes. So I saw that Panama Canal was super hard to build, so took them 3 different massive tries to finally get it because of the diseases. So
yeah,
but that's crazy that you've had it. And you know what? Once again, you're born in the States. I've lived here my whole life, and you hear about malaria, and you just like, what's that? Like something.
It's like the flu to a lot of people in Africa, and you can get treatment. Treatment is super cheap, just like it's like having NyQuil, just some pills you take, but it's really strong against your liver. So you need to rebuild up your liver after you take that, and you have to take it with Tylenol usually.
That's crazy. Crazy.
But
wow.
It's treatable.
In some places, DEET doesn't work. It actually attracts bugs. Huh. Makes sense. I mean, different parts of the world, different pests will react differently to different things. I get it. That makes sense. I can see that. ATP, what would Eric say if a lady wanted to show him the pink? Oh, gosh. Any last things to talk about? You're welcome to come on anytime. This doesn't have to be a one-off. Anything else?
No, I love it. I don't know. The school is almost done. We almost have. We had all the classrooms plastered, so we finished that. So that thing that I showed on the jungle of the classrooms on one side. On the other side of that, it faces the road, and we have the same rooms that we built. We put a wall in the middle of them, and on the other side we have shops. So our next project will be to finish those shops off and rent them out, so that they can have that rental help pay for any expenses for the church and the school.
Nice, good.
And
do you know when you're going back?
So I'm gonna really try to go in April. I think I'll go for the opening of the school, and we have a graduation this coming April, so next month. I might take my dad with me. He needs. I'm with him the whole time. My wife is like 10 minutes down the road. Like we came back. We rented a house, so she's there. I'm with my dad. And then I think we're gonna probably end up moving back. What?
He can travel? Didn't you say he was suffering?
He probably,
from dementia?
yeah. He can travel as long as I'm with him.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we're just gonna have to. I don't know if it's gonna work out, but I would really like to try to do it, because otherwise I'll have to have someone stay with him, and I think it's too long.
Right.
And it's better that we go together. So I don't know. We'll see.
Other than the dementia, how physically is he?
He's pretty good. His feet bother him a lot, so like he can't walk long distances.
Yeah.
But I mean, my mom is she's in like hospice, but at a friend's house. The other missionaries that were on the same team as us, they're so good. I mean, they're amazing people. The wife is a nurse, so she said, "I'll take your mom in." And then, so my wife goes in a couple days a week and just has become a nurse to my stepmom. And
wasn't she
I'll bring
better after taking that turn for the worse?
She was doing really well. She had almost gotten to the point where she could start doing rehab. They had her like standing up with a brace. Someone was standing with her. They had her doing exercises, and then she all of a sudden just went into shock. I think I told you, like sepsis shock. And then she's recovered from that. Like I thought she was going to die. She recovered from that. And then, like she's still getting better little by little, but she's still bedridden.
But she has a chance for a full recovery if she if she doesn't have a setback.
I think she might be bedridden. It's possible. I would say it's like 50-50. So it's possible, but
let's hope.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you'd like to cover before we end the show?
No, good show, dude.
Good show.
Thanks,
dude.
everybody.
Appreciate everybody in the chat. Missionary ? Ever read the Kama Sutra?
That's the next. We'll answer that on the next episode.
That one didn't have to be translated. I figured that one out on my own. I don't know why, but I did. All right, dude. Well, keep us informed if you're gonna go back to Africa in April. So, real quick, so we can end. But I forget. So Jim Rome is on At what time when you were over there?
It's from 8 until 12.
8 in the
Sorry, 9 at night until midnight.
And that's the new hour. That's him starting at noon here, or I
Yeah.
guess 3 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, that's not horrible. It's not like it's 2 a.m. in the morning. I mean,
It was great when I was there. I mean, before that, when it was earlier, it was tougher for me because it was during dinner and everything like that.
Oh,
But
right.
then that
Right.
changed for me once
Right.
he changed it.
right.
But then we ended up moving. We came back
Yeah.
just recently, so now I see everything.
Yeah, he's in drive time on the East Coast.
I tried to tell Rome that I was here, but anyway.
I think he likes just picturing you in Africa. I think that makes his day, right? I mean,
Yes.
What sounds more exotic? Oh, I've got a listener in Africa, or I've got a listener in New Jersey. I mean, come on.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are they going to play? What are they going to play? The Goo Goo Dolls instead of Africa Toto? I mean, come on. So anyway, all right, everyone. Be back tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm getting my face cut up. I'm getting sliced up. So we'll see what I look like tomorrow. I might just have the microphone turned off if I'm all bandaged up. But I think we're doing a show. I think Bacon's going to help.
Thank you, Kobe.
Gail's going to be here.
Awesome.
All right. See you tomorrow with whatever condition I'm in. Later, everybody.